I think the second video question we had from a local beer enthusiast here sort of touches on that subject. We should maybe run that so Julia can.
Señor director, dale para adelante.
Un gran saludo, Julia, desde Puerto Rico. Mi nombre es Eduardo Fontanes y soy un entusiasta de las cervezas. Es admirable tenerla aquí con los chicos de Breaking News. Veo que usted es una portavoz y especialista en el área de mercadeo en la industria cervecera. Le pregunto, con esta situación de la pandemia por COVID-19, ¿qué cambios recomienda que deban tomar las cerveceras y distribuidoras para poder evolucionar sus productos y aumentar sus ventas que han sido afectadas por esta pandemia?
Gracias, Eduardo. Gracias por la pregunta.
We do have the translation.
Don't worry, you have it right here.
Yes, thank you. I caught some of it, that he wanted a brewer or beer recommendation, but this is very helpful. Thank you. And I'm a terrible American public school system graduate. I did not do my diligence.
No, don't worry.
So what changes would you recommend brewers and distributors take in order to evolve their business and increase their sales that have been affected by the pandemic? It's a big one. The changes are obviously getting a line on your website as its own channel. So sales have now, in most states, been a kind of a special case that we hope to see become permanent, where brewers now, at least in the U.S., can sell direct to consumers in most areas. You're able to do curbside pickup, able to do delivery, right? Able to ship out of state in almost 15 states. That was unheard of March 2020. And Drizzly, the big website that is growing by leaps and bounds, and just had a procurement with Uber, believe it or not, they were able to say before the pandemic in the United States, beverage alcohol sales was 2% online, right, direct to consumer through the website, e-commerce. And they predict by 2025 that's going to go to 20% of all beverage alcohol sales will be through e-commerce and direct to consumer. So that is a testament to say the biggest thing, and I am working in this space and helping breweries evolve their websites, is to act as if your website is its own sales channel, just like your tap room is its own sales channel. You want to set goals for it, and what's your check average, what's your basket ring average, make the experience less clicks. Make sure your technology that you are using is able to streamline with your back of house and your inventory system and your point of sale system. So that's my answer. And I loved the beer map, the flavor maps behind him in that question. That was awesome. Those posters. I'm dear friends with Draft Labs and Lindsay Gerdrum and really great people through Draft Labs that created those beer maps. And it's a great thing to see on the wall.
Thank you again, Eduardo, for the question.
Thank you, Eduardo. Gracias, Eduardo.
This pandemic, it's been, like you were saying, Julia, it's obviously been horrible, but it's also brought a lot of changes that, I think companies eventually had to make, regardless of the online thing, the being able to deliver beer to people at their homes, directly for breweries. I know in California, there's a lot of that going on. In other states, they're trying to pass laws now to allow them to, self-distribute. So that's awesome. I think that should stick around even if this thing gets back to normal.
Right, I agree. And self-distribution basically is, and you're referring to it almost as selling direct through the website. And it's not a right, it's a privilege. And before COVID, there were 35 states, give or take, that allowed breweries to self-distribute and sell to the retailer. And certainly when you get over 100, 200 accounts, go to the professionals, go to the distributors. They're in this space for a reason. And if you're a logistics expert, you're often not a brewery expert and a beer expert. And the two are really both very high specialties. So you go to the brewers, or you go to the distributors when you get a lot of need, but self-distribution is key, important, and also through the website now, I really am bullish on it, and I'm excited about it because Every other industry has it, and wine had 45 states before COVID already that allowed sales through the website, and beer only had less than 10.
Mhm.